Let's hit up Curtis Samuel here, who was wide receiver 34 last year, 64 receptions, 92 targets, 656 yards, 4 touchdowns. Thoughts on Curtis Samuel?
I don't know that I have any interest in Curtis Samuel. Like I thought maybe in the slot last year with what they were able to do and Rivera having a history with Curtis Samuel, and it just didn't quite pan out the way I wanted. So I think given where he's going, yes, there's some value there for Curtis Samuel. Back in wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4 territory. So sure, he's a nice little fill in, but he doesn't provide a boost if McLaurin or Dotson go down, right? Like he doesn't step up that volume. He just kind of is what he is. So I think for that reason alone, I'm going to pivot and look at some other areas late in the draft.
That is going to be tough to ask this young quarterback to support, 3 receivers in a way that is fantasy relevance, especially when you have, a good pass catching tight end and good pass catching options out of the backfield. Again, I do think that a Bieniemy offense can support that 3 receivers, but beyond that, I'm not 100% certain that that I am a fan of Curtis Samuel this year with this quarterback and this offense.
He's coming off the board to the point where he'll be there in the last round for you in just about every draft out there. Maybe worth a shot there. I'm not going to try and take a shot on that one because typically where Curtis Samuel actually gets his points to get him kind of snuck back up into that wide receiver 3 range is because, runs the ball. And that's where he's, done in that Ron Rivera system is kind of, gets enough running work in order to, sneak himself up into some of those, wide receiver 3 fantasy relevant type of spots here. I don't think we see that one happen here. I don't think that we see him get those, 30, 40 rush attempts that we've seen him get in seasons past here. I don't think that we see him get really over about 50 receptions. I think, 500 yards is a stretch and 3 touchdowns. So this is one of those that I think that the kind of run for Curtis Samuel for fantasy relevance very well might be over